In this tutorial, I'll show you how to download and play Gamejolt games on Windows 10 in 2022. This video should mainly be used if you're having trouble installing games on the Gamejolt client, which honestly I recommend trying out first. The manual method is for when some games won't work on the client app or if you don't want to install another launcher. If this video did help, please leave a like and share it around to help out others. With that out of the way, you can find specific timestamps and links covered today down below. We'll want to start by downloading a program that can extract .zip and .rar files, which are the common ones you'll see when downloading from Gamejolt. There are many choices out there like 7-zip, WinRAR, and WinZip. Windows has a built-in extractor too, but it can't unzip .rar files. Out of all of these third-party programs, I found 7-zip to be the one I use the most, so this is what I'll be using for the tutorial. Google Chrome will be the browser of choice since it is one of the most commonly used. Let's start by opening up the browser and going to 7zip.org. The top two links are the ones to focus on, and you'll either want the 32-bit or 64-bit version. To find out what version your Windows operating system is using, right-click on the Windows icon on your taskbar, select System. In the About section, you can find your information next to the system type. Most computers these days come with the 64-bit version of Windows, but I still think it's important to point out just in case. Now, close out the window and choose whichever option is relevant to you. Once Windows Explorer comes up, select your desktop on the left side and then click Save. We're sending it to our desktop to make it easier to have everything in one place. Feel free to send it to another folder that you may have created somewhere if you want things a bit more visually organized. Now, you might come across your Windows Explorer not coming up when saving your downloads. To fix this, we want to left-click the three dots at the top right of our browser, go to Settings, click Downloads on the left, look for Location under Downloads, and click on Change. Find your desktop on the left-hand side, select it, and click on Select Folder at the bottom right. Afterward, your location should be set, and then make sure Ask where to save each file before downloading is ticked blue. This makes it so Windows Explorer shows up whenever you start a download. Sometimes you'll have to restart your browser after changing these settings to get them to work. Next up is installing 7-zip by clicking on the app we downloaded. A user control window should pop up asking if you want to run 7-zip and have it make changes to your device. We'll want to select Yes. Before we continue, in my last video, I got a few questions asking why a user control window pops up and if 7-zip is safe to install. From my experience over the last decade using 7-zip, there isn't anything dangerous related to the program. I understand your concerns though. Windows 10 will usually ask this depending on your security settings and some third-party programs / games you run. It's a safety measure to make sure you want to run that file. This can be scary for some, so let me know in the comments if you have any further questions. The setup window will pop up with the destination of where it will install. By default, it'll install on your C drive, and if you click the three dots next to it, a new window will come up where you can install it in another location. Let's keep everything to the default location, then press Install. Once 7-zip is finished, close out the install window and return to your browser. If you aren't on the website already, go to Gamejolt.com and browse over the library of games the website has to offer by selecting Store at the top left or using the search bar for a specific game. For this tutorial, I'll be downloading two games, Clickertale 3, a .zip file, and FNAF Simulator, a .rar file. Like earlier, after you click on download from the author's page, a new window will come up, and like before, let's save our game or games in this instance to our desktop. Finally, we have all of the pieces. Now let's put them together, starting with Clickertale 3, our .zip example. If you have a different game, these steps will still be the same. Right click on your game, go to Open With, and select Choose Another App. In the new window, click on More Apps and scroll down until you find 7-Zip File Manager and select it. Make sure to checkmark the box that says always use this app to open .zip files, or if you're following along with a .rar file, it will say always use this app to open .rar files. Regardless, click OK to have your .zip files and or your .rar files converted to 7-zip with the 7Z logo over them. Due to a Windows 10 bug, you might not see the Open With option. Thankfully, there is another way to get to that same screen. Right click on the game file, move down to Properties and select it. When the new window shows up, click on the icon that says Change to open up a similar screen to earlier. We'll want to find the 7-Zip File Manager in this list. Just like before, you'll want to select More Apps and keep scrolling until you find it. Unlike the Open With method, it's slightly different. Click on 7-Zip File Manager and then hit OK. Select Apply at the bottom right of this window to transform your .zip or .rar files. You can close this window now. Some of you still might not be able to find the 7-Zip Manager in this window, so we'll want to select More Apps and scroll down until we see Look for another app on this PC. Before selecting it, checkmark this box and then click the Look for another app text to bring up your Windows Explorer. From here, you'll want to find the 7-Zip folder and program files. Double click the 7-Zip folder and in this new folder, you should see 7ZFM. Click it and then select Open at the bottom right. Your files for .zip or .rar files should be changed with the appropriate 7Z logo. You can exit out of the newly opened window. Now there are two ways to extract and I'll be going over both in case one doesn't work for you. Clickertale 3 is up first. So in this example, right click on your .zip file and then move to 7-Zip, Extract Files. The default extract location should be wherever your file is located. So in my example, it's the desktop. If you're doing this in a folder you created, then the default location here will be that specific folder. Regardless, we can press OK in this window to start extracting. After that, go into the newly extracted folder and find the .exe app to start up your game. If for some reason the right-click method doesn't work or even show up for you, then here is an alternative way to extract it. We'll take our .zip file and double-click on it to open it in a 7-Zip window. From here, you'll want to make a new folder on your desktop. Let's right-click our desktop, select New, and then click on Folder. Feel free to rename it if you wish. Let's go back to our 7-Zip window. So we can left click and hold it, make sure you hold this, and then open area, and then drag your mouse over the files to highlight them. Then we can pull and drag them to our new folder that we created. After it's finished extracting, you can close out the 7-Zip window and open up the new folder with the extracted files. Find the .exe and double click it to run. Using FNAF Simulator as our .rar file example, it's the same method as the .zip file, so let's go ahead and extract this using the first method. After it is done, go into the folder to see another folder. No worries, all you have to do is double click the second folder and now you should see the .exe app amongst the other files. If you're using the alternative method in this instance, there is something new that you might run into, and this is regardless of it being a .zip or .rar file. Opening up FNAF Simulator only shows a single folder, no multiple files like Clickertale 3, or so we think. At times you'll run into a couple of variations depending on how the author decides to archive their files. FNAF Simulator has everything already in a folder, so all we have to do is drag it to our desktop. After it finishes extracting, you'll want to close the 7-zip window. We can go into the extracted folder. You'll be able to find the .exe app to launch your game. So any questions, or did you run into any issues not mentioned in this video? Feel free to post them in the comments below. Here is a video that YouTube recommends on the left, or if you want to see how to set up the Gamejolt client app, then choose the video on the right. Have fun gaming and take care.